Hi everybody, my TSTO Harry Potter group and YouTube channel. Okay, so I had this come up. This is a new adventure. I've never seen this before, so it must have something to do with the new like volume 1. So this is kind of a little short one, I guess. I've never seen this before, so it must be something new. School day nostalgia. So as you and your friends reminisce about Hogwarts, you notice that Ruby is acting off. It turns out that she's homesick for Ilvermorny. With a little help from your Hogwarts friends and an unexpected arrival, you cheer her up, indulge your nostalgia, learn about other wizarding schools, and complete this quest to receive a tappable set of postcards. I don't remember it, kind of the picture looks, but it kind of, yeah, so it must be something new. That's okay. It just kind of popped up, so I'm thinking to myself, well, I don't think there's really anything else that I need to do, so I'm going to do it. Side quest, so go to the break room. Good enough. I'm still waiting for another side quest to pop up for Valentine's Day. Some people got it, some people didn't. Here we go. Grogu, glad you could make it to our impromptu get-together. Thanks for inviting me. A break is certainly appreciated. Seems like ever since I graduated and joined the ROCC, that things have been non-stop. I nearly forgot that you left Hogwarts so recently. Didn't you also just leave Hogwarts, Olivia? As a professor, that's totally different. Yeah, Olivia didn't have to write a bunch of essays. The only thing I wrote down were good jokes and even better puns. Although this talk does remind me, the school year just started, didn't it? It did. That explains the gaggle of Hogwarts students I saw in Diagon Alley buying supplies. I know I didn't leave that long ago, but it feels like it's been ages since I was a student. Well, it's back to school time, which means it's only natural to reminisce. I want to know about everyone's time at Hogwarts. Let's compare our experiences. Okay. It's kind of neat when you get stuff you don't expect, but probably going to have a lot of Tlsqs pop up here and there. I don't check it really ahead of time to see what's going. I should go on some of the sites and look it up, just so I have an idea what's going to pop up. Here we go. There's 5 stars. Perfect. What'd I get? Oh, Inky. Yeah, I got 2 Inkies. Oh, it seems like talking about Hogwarts has everyone feeling a bit nostalgic. We even learned that the house elves made shortbread cookies for Flump. And Callum was in Slytherin. I always suspected as much. What gave it away, Olivia? I've seen you cajole with new recruits and they're doing paperwork for you. It's downright cunning. I didn't know you had an older sister, Callum. And a younger. Catriona's the eldest and Cameron's the baby. You did also strike me as a middle child. Oh, enough about me. Olivia got lost at Fleurs and Blots. The store isn't even that big. There are a lot of books, though. And to be fair, I was much shorter back then. Look at us reminiscing about the good old days like a bunch of adults. Speaking of how have you been adjusting, Grogu, what's the biggest change since leaving Hogwarts? It has to be paying bills. I didn't have to do that when I was at Hogwarts. All I had to do was make sure I had the money for any school supplies. Honestly, I'm lucky I pay my rent on time. I have my own room as a Hogwarts professor that he didn't have to pay for. I had a reminder sent to me via Howler. Howler? My landlord is eccentric. I would say you're adjusting just fine, Grogu. Oh, thanks. What the? Okie dokie. Ruby. Blimey, what's going on with her? I'll go check on her and find out what's happening. Sorry if I sound stuffed up. I have allergies. Okay, so we're on to the next part. Side quests. Find Ruby. This is just a short little Tlsq. Okay. I'm sure there's probably going to be lots of these. Here we go. Ruby, are you all right? You rushed out of the break room without saying anything. Sorry about that. You just... Golly, Grogu, I miss Ilvermorny. Something fierce. Y'all were talking about Hogwarts, and it just got me thinking about how alone I feel sometimes. This is the first time in a long time that I'm not going back to Mount Greylock. And all my coworkers at the ROCC went to Hogwarts, so I don't even have anyone to talk about Ilvermorny. Oh, Ruby, I didn't realize you were feeling left out. It's fine, Grogu. I didn't exactly say anything, did I? No, but you were acting like your usual self either. I should have known something was wrong. You said you don't have anyone to talk to about Ilvermorny. Why don't you talk to me? I don't actually know too much about it. I think I'd like that. Then tell me all about Ilvermorny. It just might make you feel better. Okay, another 5 stars. I like the fact that they're delving into their characters more, too. Kind of gives more to the story. Kind of like a backstory and all that. It's kind of nice they're doing this. There. Almost there. Okay, any more inkies? Yeah, 2 inkies. It sounds like Ilvermorny is more similar to Hogwarts than I thought, especially the part where you have 4 different houses that you can be sorted into. They each represent something too. You said you were in Pukwudgie, right? What were they about? Well, some say that Pukwudgie represents the heart of the witch or wizard and tends to favor healers. If you went to Ilvermorny, do you think you would have been a Pukwudgie like me? I think I'd be a Pukwudgie. Sounds like me. I knew there was a reason we get along. We're like 2 puff-a-pod beans in a pod. Minus the dizziness that they can cause. Could you tell me a bit more about the other houses? There are 3 other houses, Horned Serpent, Wampus, and Thunderbird. Horned Serpent represents the mind and favors scholars. Wampus represents the body and favors warriors. And last but not least, Thunderbird represents the soul and favors adventurers. Interesting. Hey, thanks, Grogu. Why are you thanking me? You didn't have to come out here and try to cheer me up, but you did, so I appreciate it. Means a lot to me. Golly, I feel like I've been talking all about myself and Ilvermorny for ages. And now that I feel a little bit better, I feel a bit silly for getting upset in the first place. It's perfectly normal to get sad, Ruby. We can't always control our emotions, even though I'm sure it would make things much easier. You're right. I just wish I hadn't left the break room in such a hurry when everyone was having fun. I just felt so alone in that moment. I still kind of do, actually. It got me thinking that I don't really know a whole lot of people outside of ROCC. Well, you know what? All of this talk about school has got me feeling a bit nostalgic. So why don't I introduce you to some of my friends? Really? Yeah, let's go to the former student center. I'm sure Penny and Badea would be happy to meet us there. Come on, we'll operate there together. Okay. There. Let's see here. Collect stars. Oh, it's good to get some food. There. Kind of an interesting outfit. Just kind of looking. Browsing. Okay. I get distracted real easily. Sorry about that. Here we go. I always think the game's going to shut off when it does that little glitch thing. Oh, what's going on now? Grogu, I'm so glad you wanted to hang out. Thanks for agreeing to meet with me. I asked Ruby to join us too. I might have mentioned it already, but Badea is a fellow Ravenclaw. Happy as a hog in mud to see you two again. Since it's back to school time, I thought we could all spend some time together. Oh, that's right. I just saw Percy Weasley at Flourish and Blotts, complaining about his younger brother. Can you believe this is the first year in 7 years that we're not at Hogwarts? Penny, are you all right? She's been like this all day, but she assured me she was feeling up to meeting. I'm not sure what is making her so upset. Perhaps you can figure it out. Leave it to me in the spirit of back to school to remind her of all the good times we had together at Hogwarts. Oh yeah, 3 stars a pass. So that should be pretty good. Here we go. Poor Penny. We'll make her feel better as we always do. Here we go. And almost done, almost done, and almost done. And should be right there. Perfect. Another inky? Yeah, another inky. Only one. So it seems what's troubling Penny is that she's missing Hogwarts. You know, I had intended to use this time to lift the mood, but now I'm finding myself a bit nostalgic. So much of who we are is tied to what we did at Hogwarts. Although, you didn't sound particularly nostalgic, Badea. That's because I'm not. School was fun, but I like my new independence. Hogwarts was so structured, don't you think? Actually, I prefer the structure of school. I always knew what I had to do and where I needed to be. Nowadays, I feel a bit lost. Sometimes there's so much to do that I'm not sure where to start. I feel the same way. There's always so many messes to clean up, and the little things always pile up. I like setting my own schedule and not having my painting sessions interrupting my schoolwork. Well, Alanza? I didn't know you were coming here. You know her? Of course, Ruby, this is Alanza Elves. Alanza, this is Ruby Honeysuckle. Howdy, it's nice to meet you. Oh, wow. How wonderful to see another beautiful face amongst my friends. And Grogu, it's been far too long. Hasn't been that long, Alanza, has it? Even a day away from my dear friends is far too long. And this time I was away from the whole summer visiting my family in Brazil. You're from Brazil? That's cool. How do you know each other, then? Oh, Lanza is my pen pal from Castello. You don't sound very sure about that, Grogu. I wish we had been pen pals. Perhaps then I would have had a better luck in charms class. Must be so awesome that you're having a hard time remembering life without me. As it so happens, Ruby, I was an exchange student from Castle. That's right. How could I forget that? At least you didn't forget me. I would have been heartbroken. Wow. I've always been curious about Castle. I'd be more than happy to tell you about it. Perhaps over some butterbeer. I've been craving some ever since I got back. And you must come too, Grogu. I won't accept no for an answer. There's so much I have to tell you. All right, then let's go to Three Broomsticks. Are you and Penny going to come, Badea? We've got to get back to work, and we'll catch up with you later. Too bad. I'll see you too soon then. Perhaps at a party. Come on, Madame Rosamelta's famous butterbeer is calling our names. Okay, here we go. Three Broomsticks. I hope you don't mind, but I went ahead and ordered a round of butterbeer. My treat. Shouldn't we be treating you? You just got back from Brazil. I won't turn down free butterbeer, and neither should you, Ruby. And I enjoy treating my friends, especially if it involves butterbeer. Have you ever been to the Three Broomsticks, Ruby? This is where my friends and I would meet up at school. Sure, I've been here a few times with some of my fellow trainee healers. You're a healer? That's exciting. Not anymore. I used to work at St. Mungo's. Now I'm working in magical maintenance at the ministry. That's actually how Ruby and I met. We're co-workers. I have heard you were working at the ministry from Diego. He heard from Penny. Diego sends his regards, by the way. I think he must be in Thailand by now. You saw Diego? I hope he's doing well. Is Diego another friend of yours? What's he doing in Thailand? He's doing some traveling. We met just outside the jungles of Castello. I saved him from a capora. Sounds exactly like something that would happen to Diego. I'll be curious to see how he spins that story. Enough about Diego, though. I want to know more about magical maintenance position. How's working at the ministry? Is it everything you wanted? It's perfect, Alenza. It's exactly what I wanted. I'm so happy for you. All I want is the best for my friends. I'm also glad to hear that. Working with you has been the highlight of my time here, Grogu. Come on, Alenza. You said you had something you wanted to say. I want to hear what you've been up to. All right. Prepare yourselves. I had quite the tale to tell you about what I, Alenza Elves, have been up to. Okay. Darn allergies. Oh. Well, I wanted to get this done as soon as possible because I'm a big procrastinator. So I like doing these videos. So I'm going to try to get it done. And then, 5 stars. They seem to want a lot of stars from you. I can never believe how crazy this is. And here, and there, and there. And now back over to here, to here, to here, to there. And done. Here we go. Hey, let's see if I get some more inkies. Nope. No inkies. Blimey, Alenza, it seems like you've got everything all figured out. You've decided to relocate to London to pursue a music career, and you've already got a lead on a flat? I can't believe you made such a bold decision to move here for music. Your dedication to your craft is amazing. I wouldn't say I have everything figured out. Sure, I'm confident about I want to do, and I know how I'm going to do it. But that doesn't mean that everything is going to plan. My stuff was supposed to arrive today, but it's delayed. Still, you have a solid plan. Perhaps, but talking about Castle Bruxo and home has made me feel a bit homesick. But I know that is the path. This is the path I have to take. Music is where my passion lies. I didn't know you were so musically talented, Lanza. 9 instruments sure is a lot. It's not something I usually mention. I don't like to brag, and I stopped playing for a while when I got to Hogwarts. I can't dwell in the past and be sad. I have to look to the future and remember that's where my passion is. You're right. We should always look to the future. I knew you'd agree with me, Grogu. Looking to the future is good, but I don't think that means we should forget the past. If we do that, we might repeat mistakes. You have a point. If we're going to talk about the past, present, and future, then it has to be under brighter circumstances. What do you have in mind, Lanza? What I'm always thinking, Grogu, a get-together. Ooh, a party? It's not a bad idea. All right, let's get everyone together at the former student center. We'll celebrate the past, live in the present, and look towards the future. Okay, I think this is the last part. Unless I'm mistaken. Let me see. Yep. Okay, here we go. And let me see. Here, we're back to where we were. I think that's where it was. Welcome, Grogu. You're just in time. Just in time for what? Your speech, of course. You're the connection between everyone here. You're the thread that holds us together. That's very sweet, Alanza. Also, I won't take no for an answer. I don't have a speech prepared. What would I even talk about? Well, you could focus your speech on the past, the present, or the future. Which sounds the best? I'll focus my speech on the future. I did, after all, say that we should always look to the future. Besides, I think we've done enough reminiscing. It's time to think about the future. Speech about the future sounds perfect. You got this, Grogu. Don't forget to speak from the heart. Thanks, Alanza. Could I get everyone's attention? I have something I'd like to say. I thought I'd give a little speech about why we're here today. I'm back to school time. It's back to school time and the first time that we're not back at school. That's a big deal. So I want to take a moment to acknowledge that and a few other things. Be nice if I knew this was going to happen, though, just to be more prepared. Here we go. Do. Of course, another 5 clickerinos. Trying to get through this. Like I said, I wish there was an auto-clicking feature that would just scroll through everybody. And as long as you had enough energy, or just clear them instead of you having to click on them. Oh, we even got Marilla. Any inkies? 2 inkies. That should really help. And I got a clapping. Okay. Ruby, is something wrong? Nothing's wrong. I wanted to thank you for coming to talk to me after I rushed out of the break room at work. I was feeling pretty awful, and you did all these things to cheer me up, even though you didn't have to. You let me share my school experience, introduced me to your school friends, and made me feel included. And I feel so much better because of that, perhaps the best I've ever felt since leaving home. I'm glad I could cheer you up, Ruby. I'm so thankful to have such a wonderful person as a friend and co-worker. I actually got you something. Oh, isn't that neat? Alanza and I rustled up some postcards featuring Hogwarts, Ilvermorny, and Castle Bruxo for you, and I thought it might remind you of everything we talked about and learned. Oh, Ruby, thank you. No, thank you. You're the greatest co-worker and a friend and a gal could ever ask for. Well, that is really nice. And that's the end of it. So that was a pretty cool, I like that one. It was a neat Tlsq. Well, that was kind of an unexpected, but it was actually nice to reminisce a little bit and, like you said, think to the future. Well, thank you so much for watching all these videos. I really enjoyed doing them. Got lots more coming up soon. Still waiting for that Valentine's one everybody keeps talking about. Hasn't triggered for me yet. As soon as it does, I'll record it and I'll be posting it. Thank you so much for watching the video. Feel free to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more Hogwarts mystery content. Until next time, happy tapping because this is the way.